Hi, I'm Tracy Faulkner from Lush Fabrics with more newbies today. Lots of newbies. We have another solid release for you on this Easter Sunday. Happy Easter. I hope the Easter Bunny has come to visit you this morning with lots of yummy chocolates. And I hope the Fabric Fairy is going to come and visit you very soon with lots of goodies that we're releasing today. So another solid release. I know we've had quite a few of late. And there are, I think, another 4 to come. So we have gone a little bit crazy on winter fabric this year because we know you guys love it and we love it as well. And some of them just went so well last year that I have ordered extra colours. And some of the ones that I've got to show you today, some of them I've only got the one roll off, but others I've got multiple. So I'm hoping that there is enough to go around and that it will last a little bit longer this year because they did go super, super quick last year. So this year, or today I should say, I have 2 different fabrics to show you. I have a Waffle Knit, which is like a sweater knit, and I have a Faux Cashmere, which is a bit exciting. So I'm going to start with the Waffle Knit first. So it is 200 GSM. There are actually 2 different compositions, even though they all come under the same fabric code and everything, but there is just a slight difference. It's all the same fibres, it's just different percentages. So most of these fabrics have 70% poly, 28% rayon, and 2% spandex. But there are 4 which have a slightly different composition, which is 89% poly, 9% rayon, 2% spandex. So those 4, I'm going to tell you now because I'm going to forget as I go through and show you all the colours. The 4 that have the lower rayon, so 9% rayon, are rose, red, peach and heathered grey. And all the rest have 28% rayon. All right, shall I show you this fabric? A lot of you might have already seen it if you bought it from us last year. It is the same product. I'm going to show you with this olive because some colours it's harder on the screen to show you what the waffle looks like. So if you're wondering what on earth is waffle, it is really just the texture of that fabric. So that is what we call waffle, the indentations there. So this is lovely and soft. It's really beautiful. It's 200 GSM. Let me try and open it for you so I can show you the stretch and everything. I've got my tag there. Let me turn it the other way. And then that'll be our cut as well, which is neater than the other cut. All right, so it's going to show up as see-through when I do that. But when you wear it as a jumper, a dress, a top, it is just fine. So I'm going to... There you go. Isn't it gorgeous? So, it's not a heavy fabric at all, obviously, 200 GSM, and it's not a thick fabric, but it is still kind of cozy and really nice for winter. Has really great stretch. And it's got a little bit vertically as well, which is really nice. And it does have some drape, which is lovely. So with this fabric, I mean, for me, the main thing for this fabric is going to be a jumper or a cardigan. It would just be absolutely gorgeous. But it doesn't just have to be those sorts of things. You could easily make a nice little t-shirt style dress, like a long sleeve t-shirt style with a hood. A dress like that would be beautiful. You can layer it with leggings or with stockings and boots and a jacket over the top. It'd look really, really nice in winter. So you could do that. I know some people have made pants out of it. I've never tried making pants. It's not a legging style fabric. You wouldn't make leggings out of this one. You can just make yourself a top. It doesn't have to be a jumper. If you're somewhere really cold, this would just be beautiful as a top, and then wearing a jumper or a jacket or something like that over the top for that extra layer and that extra warmth would be beautiful. Or if you're in a climate that doesn't get particularly cold, like me, it's not particularly cold here, Queensland, obviously I know you guys look at all these winter fabrics and think, wow, I wish I could. this might be a good one for you because this fabric is not brushed, so it doesn't add that extra warmth of brushing. So this might be a nice one for the Queenslanders and Northern Territory. You know, if it's warm where you are and you struggle with some of the winter fabrics, this might be yours. Okay, so this one is called Green Olive. There is a tree service truck right out the front at the moment, so I'm hoping they're not going to start grinding up tree branches that have just been cut, because that would be really noisy. Now the light isn't great in here today. Let me see if I can, let's just changed it a little bit. So this is a nice olivey green. It's coming up a little bit flatter on the screen than it actually is. And I do have a match for this one. What's its number? Let me find it. 1624 is the match for this. So all those links will be up on the website of the matching threads. Okay, so that's the first one. Did I tell you I've got 15 different colours? Can you hear that? The truck has just started to crank up. That'd be right, wouldn't it? Just as I'm doing this. Anyway, I'm going to carry on. Okay, next colour is this gorgeous Oatmeal. Now, I'm pretty sure we had this colour last year. Isn't it pretty? It's got a little bit of variation in the colour, and it's kind of a, it's coming up a bit lighter on the screen. It's got, I think, a little bit more yellow in it in person than it is showing on the screen. It is quite a beigey colour. Our supplier calls it Oatmeal, so we've stuck with Oatmeal, which we do when we can. 750 is the matching thread for that one. So that's your Oatmeal. I'm not going to open all of these up now that I've shown you what the fabric is like. This is another restock and one of my favourite colours ever. Burgundy. Isn't it just gorgeous? Beautiful. I love this colour. So that's the burgundy. Do I have a match for the burgundy? Yes, I must do. Must be this one, right? This is a little bit darker, 162. Or is this for the another one actually? I don't know if that is for that one. Let me see. I've got a little scrap of paper attached to this. I thought I did. Here we go. I do. Yeah, no match. I couldn't find a good match. It's so frustrating. We have so many thread colours, yet still sometimes we just can't find that right coordinating colour. Okay, now this one we had last year, charcoal. I love a charcoal. So it's a really deep grey, very dark, which is really nice. And I must have a matching one for this, right? Yep, that looks pretty good. 132 for this one. Let me check. Is that what I wrote down? Yes, it is. Good. I've got quite a few options here, so I don't want to be getting the wrong one. Oh, the truck's moved down a little bit, so hopefully that's not more noisy for you. Red. Now this red is kind of a pinky red. It is definitely red, but it does have some pink tones to it. So just so that you don't get it's not a real bright blue red or anything like that. It's got some pinky tones in there. And because of that, because it's not the real bright red, I just could not find a matching thread for this either. We've got quite a few reds, but they all seem to be quite bright and they don't really have any of the pink tones to them, so I don't have a matching thread to go with the red. It's cute though, huh? I like it. Black, of course, good old black. And of course I have a thread to match the black. You can't even see it, it's such a good match. Number 4000. So we've called this one Pitch Black, just so that we can have some differentiation in our names, so that we can reduce some errors when filling orders, because when the names are all the same, it can be quite tricky. Well, not quite tricky, but we don't want to be putting the wrong fabric in with your order, so we've just tried to differentiate the names a little bit. So Pitch Black is this one, and it's going to be such a staple for winter. There we go. Okay. Now, I've got 1, 2, 3, I've got 4 different pinks here, and I'm going to show you them individually. Then I'm going to try and put them all together for you because they're a little bit similar. So, this one is pink. Just pink. I think we had this one last year. This is one that we've had before. So just good old pink waffle knit, and I don't have a matching thread for this one. It's the prettiest pink. And then this one, which I believe is peach. And this is quite a pinky peach. It is a peach, but it's not a real orange peach. It's got more pink in it than orange. And 1, 3, 4 is the matching thread for that one. Okay, so that's that. And then this one, let me see, is called Rose. Show you that. So this colour is Rose. And yes, 1651. It's a matching thread. It's looking quite a bit lighter. It's actually quite a good match, this one. Sometimes we've got good matches, sometimes they're not so good, but that one is quite a good match. And then this one is soft pink. I'll show you that. There's no point holding it on my lap, is there? You can't see it there. There we go, soft pink. And 2075, I think I just read. Yeah, it's a matching thread. So, let's see. I can pick all of these up and show you them all together. So, what have we got? This is the, I've got to remember, pink, peach, rose, soft pink. So, really, it's the pink and the rose that are probably the most similar. So, rose and pink. And these two are similar as well, with the peach and the soft pink. Okay, they're all the pinks. Get them all done together. Okay, we have this gorgeous rust. Oh, I love this colour. Couldn't find a matching thread for this one, unfortunately. Look at that. This is very much like the burnt caramel. I wonder if I've got any. No, I did have something here, but I don't have any burnt caramel down here now. Do I? No. So this is beautiful. I love it. You know how much I love that burnt caramel colour, which always surprises me. This is very similar. Heathered grey. I think did we have this last year? No, I don't think we did in the unbrushed waffle. So heathered grey. I do have a matching thread. It's not that one. It is this one, which is 1140. Okay, and we did have this one last year. This is just the blue. Isn't it pretty? Pretty blue. Blue waffle. And this one, did we have last year? No, I didn't have this one last year, not in the unbrushed. This one I've called Kernel Mustard, just to differentiate the name again. And it goes with 892. It's not a bad match. It's not looking that great on the screen. It's actually a pretty good matching person. And lastly, deep navy. Not just navy, deep navy. Okay, so 3555, I think. Yes. So they are all of your beautiful waffle knits. So these are going to be $19.50 per metre. But as we do when we release our new fabrics, they are going to be just a little bit cheaper. So they are going to be $17.50 just for Sunday. So if you are interested, it's a even better time to buy while they are that little bit cheaper. Okay, now next I have a whole new base for you that I haven't had before, and I'm actually wearing it today, and it is glorious. It is Faux Cashmere, My supplier calls it cashmere sweater knit. It's clearly not cashmere because it's got 68% poly, 29.5% rayon and 2.5% spandex. So it's absolutely not cashmere, but it is a faux cashmere. So we decided to name it Faux Cashmere, just so that we're deceiving anybody for one, but just to give you an idea of what it feels like too. It is incredibly soft. It is absolutely beautiful. It's 200 GSM, so it's light again, but so cozy. I absolutely love it. So I've already posted a picture of this one, so you have had the hint that we are getting some of this cashmere in, and it is just gorgeous. So let me show you. Actually, I'm going to start with the black because that's what I'm wearing. I've got bits stuck on me from all the other fabrics. I hope that chunk outside isn't too loud for you. Okay, so I want to show you what I've done. The lighting is really bad in here today. So let me show you the fabric first. So this is the cashmere. You can see it is just so beautiful and so soft. It feels amazing. So this is the right side, and it's brushed and it's soft and it's gorgeous. And then the wrong side is smooth. So I found, with mine, I just chucked it in the washing machine and then I put it in the dryer, which is what I often do, unless there's some coating or foil or something like that on the fabric. But I did find that it is not quite peeled, but it's come close to peeling already on the very first wash. Okay, so this is something you're going to need to be careful of or be aware of, that this is likely to happen with this fabric. So with this one, I was always planning, even before it washed up like this, to use the wrong side as my right side for the sleeves and the bodice of my jumper, because then I get that beautiful, soft, fluffy, cozy warmth on the inside. And I quite like the look of the outside as well. To me, it just looks like sweater knit. And I did do a close-up picture of that in my post yesterday, I think it was. So you can see the difference in them both. But let me show you. Yeah, this is the wrong side. So it's just smooth. It's just knitted. There's no brushing or anything like that. And I really quite like the look of it. And for me, it means that I get the warmth and the coziness on the inside, and that I don't have to worry about the peeling quite so much. I did, though, show the right side on my cuffs and on my bands and on my collar, just for a little bit of contrast. I thought that was cute. And I personally have no issue with a little bit of peeling on these bits. I think that it would bother me if it was all over here. So for the peeling, I mean, you can shave, you can get the little lint shaver machines and that sort of stuff. It really is a beautiful fabric, so it is worth trying to see if you can get it to work for you. But do please be aware that peeling is most likely going to be a factor with this fabric. So 200 GSM, as I said, so it's nice and light. And again, look at how see-through it looks when I hold it up, but it's not see-through at all when I'm wearing it. And this is a loose jumper, so it's all good. It's fine. I'm wearing just a short-sleeved top underneath, but even on the sides here and the arms. This is the Bianca by either Made for Mermaids or Pants for Pirates. You know what I'm like with these companies? I can never remember which one it is, but it's one of them. Okay, so this fabric, oh my gosh, it's just so soft. You might just want to make a blanket out of it. You just might want to get two bits and sew them together or tie them together and just have the most beautiful blanket for your couch, because it feels amazing. It has really great stretch horizontally, just a little bit vertically, not huge, gorgeous drape. So again, just like the waffle, jumper, cardigan, top, dress, you name it. You can do similar sorts of things with this as you can do with the waffle, and it's just gorgeous. So this is the black. And obviously black thread, number 4000, goes with this one. This one, oh, another favourite of mine. What have we called this one? Dark Plum. Isn't it gorgeous? Just beautiful. Open that up a little bit. Dark Plum. And this is the matching thread for this one. 162 matches there. And we have some navy. Stuck with just the name navy for this one. So 3555. So thread for that. Just, you won't believe how soft it is. It's just lovely. This one, good old grey. It's a really nice grey. It's kind of like a washed. It's got kind of a bit of a two-tone going on there, which the others don't have. They're all a pretty solid colour, but this one's got a little bit of a two-tone going on. So 1632, 1629. Let me see. 1629 is the right one, I think. There we go. And last one is, what have I called it? Dusty Pink. Gorgeous. Actually, this might be a better colour to show you the wrong side of the fabric because it wasn't showing up very well with the black, was it? The lighter colours can be a bit easier to see. Yeah, that's, no. Having a really tough time with the light today. It is always tricky with the solid colours. There we go. That's a better idea of what it looks like. It's just smooth and plain. It's, you know what, it's really up to you which way you sew it. I know some people, if you know it's the wrong way or you just don't feel comfortable wearing it because you know that it's the wrong way, but though nobody else would spot that it's the wrong way, sometimes it's just enough that you know, and so you just can't bring yourself to sew it that way, and that's fine. I have no such qualms. I'm happy to go either way, whichever one I like the look of or like the feel of best is the way that I will sew it up, each to their own. So you can have a look at it and decide for yourselves what you want to do. So I don't have a match for this dusty pink, but it is so pretty. Okay, so these cashmeres are going to be $21.50 per metre. No, sorry, $21 per metre. But our special today is $19 per metre. So jump on and grab some while they are just that little bit cheaper. Come Monday, they'll go back to their standard pricing if there is any left. It is an Easter weekend, so you know, tomorrow is a public holiday for all of us. So it'll take us that little bit longer. And then, of course, next week is school holidays. Where we are. I assume it is everywhere as well, given that it's Easter. So we are still working during the school holidays, of course, but there will be some days where we might have one person off just because they have to be at home with their kids. So we will be working as hard as we possibly can to get these out to you, but we will need a little bit of patience because we do receive a lot of orders on these days that we do this. So it does always take us a little bit longer anyway to get through them all. But please rest assured we are working as hard as we can to get your order out. Is there anything else I need to tell you today? Or is that it? I think that might be it. That's all of our fabrics, 20 of them today. Beautiful for winter. You're going to just love them. We have our normal voucher that we're giving away on our Facebook page and our Facebook group, so go on in and enter those competitions. You just might win a $25 voucher. It won't be drawn until Monday, till tomorrow, but you could use it for next week's new releases or just some general shopping. Okay, that's it. I'm going to stop talking to you now. Jump on the website. If you've got a favourite, don't hesitate because some of them will sell out very, very quickly. And I don't have any more of these ones coming. So what I have right now is all that I'm going to have for this winter. So jump on and grab some. Hope you like them. I'll see you again next week with some more. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.